All right. Hello, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to mediation session. Uh, um, Let me introduce myself. My name is Liew, and I will be assisted by Dash in while we conducting this mediation. And I just want to have a brief introduction about ourselves and to introduce you what the mediation is all about. And for and foremost, thank you for bringing this matter to our mediation session, and let's hope that all this matter can amicably settle by everybody. And just want you to have a clear picture. What is the mediation sessions for? What is the mediation process? Yeah. Okay. This mediation process is whereby it's a method to to resolve any matters by using a mediator, whereby we are the mediators going to assist and facilitate all the parties to come with an settlement. And I just want all of you to feel comfortable and convenience. Is there any problem or is there anything that you want to say or you want to let us know? Just be free to talk. And during this mediation process, during this mediation session, we are going to have a joint session, and we also are going to have a corporate session. Meanwhile, the joint session, we both of mediator are going to start with our opening speech, and followed by all the parties to have your own opening speech, and then we are going to have a conversation whereby mediator will have a private moment with the parties, and the parties will be given a chance and opportunity to talk to us privately. That is the moment, that is the opportunity for you to say something confidentially without telling the other parties to, without notify the other parties. And just want you to know this absolutely confidential, and it's up to your consent if you willing this matter to be brought to the other parties notification. It's up to you. All right, this is all your choice. So you are free to decide. And another one thing, we are the mediator. We are not in the court or in the litigation system. This is a completely different system. I just want all the parties to feel don't feel tense. Just feel what we call, just lay back and enjoy this mediation. And we are not here to decide this matter. We are not here to give decision. We are not here to impose any penalty or to give any sanction or whatever fines. We just want to assist to facilitate all of you. So don't feel afraid. Don't feel hesitate to express your issue, to express your concern, your position, your underlying interest behind your issue. Yeah, and throughout all the mediation session, all the parties have a full control. We don't have full control. You guys have a full control. You can decide. You are voluntarily can end this session at any stage you want. All right, and then the rest, just want you to ensure this conversation is mediation session is confidential. Then all these matters we discuss here, we are not going to be brought outside, and we are not going to be called to testify any matters regarding this issue that we discussed in the mediation session. All right. Okay. I pass to my co-mediator, Mr. Zihad. He will continue the rest.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Dars. I will be acting as co-mediators with Luke today. I also would like to thank all of the parties to making to be able to join this online mediation session. All right. I think my co-mediator have described all the important matters, such as the nature of this session will be confidential, voluntary, and neutral. So this is cannot be stressed enough. We are here not we are not here to play as to act as a decision maker, but to facilitate and to help all of the parties here to achieve a resolution, whatever will it be. And also, I would like to let know all the parties here. Sufficient internet connection is important because this is to ensure the smoothness of our session today. And also, I have assigned you with your names and role to this mediation session. This is to make sure the confidentiality uh, and only the parties concerning to the dispute is present here. This is to honor the confidentiality nature of this mediation session. Also, this is a new format. I myself have been a practicing lawyer in Kuala Lumpur for the past 3 years, and this is a new thing for me because due to the pandemic and the MCO imposed by the government, so this mediation session will be held online. Uh, I would like to request for all of the parties' patience regarding all of the issues. Should there be arise, um, because we are all here learning, and this is a new technology for all of us. Also, to maintain confidentiality and privacy, uninvited third party is not allowed to join this session, cannot be offered her this session. So I honorably request to all of the parties here to only have this session by yourself, to not include anyone other than the parties concerning to this mediation session. This session cannot be recorded or disseminated without all of the parties' consent. No often phone lines are permitted on this mediation session. So anyone should not have their phone open, and so there's anyone could listen to our session. Uh, any changes to the confidentiality matters should make known to everyone. So let's say if one of the parties, someone entered the room, it should make known to everyone that you are not alone in that room. This is to honor the confidentiality. Please, let's respect our confidentiality and not abuse it. And then in the case of technical failure, I would like to request all of the parties to try to log in back to the Zoom meeting, and if that fails, you may contact me by my cell phone number or by Luke's cell phone number. We have disseminated our numbers prior to this mediation session beforehand. And also this. Concerning that this session will take 3 hours, there will be a fatigue. Like if any of the parties here would like to request for a break, just let us know. And it is recommended for you guys, my apologies, for all of you to provide yourself with refreshment and snacks. Um, Also, when you need to leave your computer or laptop, make sure you bring your phone with you. So if anything happens, we can contact you at any times. I think this concludes my opening statement.
Right before you end the opening statement, I just want to remind all the parties. Okay, we have three main parties, which consists of 6 persons. Yeah. All right. But before that, since we are involved a few parties here, and then the issue might be difficult to discuss. I mean, all what I want, I do hope all the parties maybe can control your emotions. You can control your emotion. You can you can tolerate with other option proposed by others, and at the same time, you must be respectful to others' perspective, each other perspective. This just want to tell you that this is peacemaking process whereby all the parties cooperation is required. You have to respect others' propose position, everything, and then just be respectful to others. That's it, so that we can achieve an amicable settlement among us. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think Luke has raised an important matter. Any parties concerning to this mediation are advised to refrain from using curse words and harsh and curse words. So let's all try to be civil here. I know sometimes it could become tense, but let's try to have a civil and a good discussion here. Okay.
We have three parties here. Yes. Tasik Jom Orang Asli Cooperation. Can I see who's the parties from Tasik Jom Orang Asli Cooperation?
Yes, I'm Dato Longah here, president of the Orang Asli from Lang Island.
Thank you, Dato Longah. I actually have one more thing to say. Is everyone here in the power of making decision? Do you need other approval, or are you here with your power to make decision on your behalf?
Are you able to
Okay.
make decision on your company?
All right. So all of you guys.
Oh yeah, before we close our opening speech, I forget one. I think all of you are clear on that, all the ground rules, everything. So
Sorry, Mr. Luke, I was unable to hear you because you were muted earlier.
Refresh.
all right. So all the opening speech and the ground rules, everything that we mentioned in our opening speech. Are you guys agreeable to proceed with the mediation? So, all right. In that case, we are going to distribute the agreement to mediate. All right. So we are doing in online. We are going to send you via email. Yeah. So the content will be similar with the way we have covered in our opening statement. All right. Is that clear? All right. So we're going to.
Okay. This concludes our opening statement. I think now we can move on to the parties.
Okay. We have Dato Longah from Tasik Jom Orang Asli. Correct? Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Dato Longah here.
And then you come alone where, or you have company here?
I have my assistant or one of my members here. Chupah, please introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Chupah. I'm one of the Orang Asli committee member.
All right. Hi Chupah, welcome to mediation session. And we have party from Top Fresh Veg Corporation number. Can I see the representative?
Yes, I'm Top Fresh CEO.
Okay, your name?
We are the producer of the vegetables lah. Yeah. I'm been Top Fresh CEO for 20 years. So from day one until now, I never encountered this issue. I do really hope that the mediation sections can really help us.
All right, thank you. Okay, we will go more detail in your opening statement. Just want to check the party. And Mr. Bob, you come here with a company?
Yes. I'm his lawyer. I'm Dean, Bob's lawyer.
All right, Mr. Dean, you are Bob lawyers, yeah? And last parties is Per TV. Can I see the representative from Per TV?
Yes, I am for TV.
All right, Mr. Xie Vie.
Yes, Mr. C.
Wow, Mr. Xie Vie.
And I come with my lawyer, Mr. Danny.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Danny, Xie Vie's lawyer.
All right, all right, can we go to the parties opening statement?
Sure. You can go to the party.
Which party we want to go first?
All the three parties.
I'm made to understand that Miss 40 Bs who made the request to mediate this matter, correct?
Made the request for all
Yes,
parties to negotiate and mediate about this matter.
You ask the parties to mediate, yeah? Okay.
Yes, correct.
She can give the opening
All
statement.
right. Why not Mr. Xie and your lawyer may start with your opening statements.
yes.
Okay. Can my lawyer make the opening statement on behalf of me to represent my interests?
No problem. I leave it to you.
Okay, then I will start the opening statement. I'm representing my client, Xie Vie, who is the director for Fertivi's company. Fertivi has been involved in the design and construction of the fertigation systems tank of Top Fresh. The board of Fertivis refused to pay Top Fresh for the leakage issue of the fertigation system tank that flowing the Abbey fertilizer into the composter yard of Orang Asli. The board of Fertivi anticipated that the leakage was caused by the landslides due to the farming activities in that particular area. So when the movement of the land supporting the base of the tank occurs, the tank may crack and the leakage may happen. Fertivi was also informed by Tofresh that Orang Asli will submit the report to government of Malaysia, which is the Malaysian Agriculture Ministry and international bodies like FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of UN, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, which were created specifically to deal with the agricultural development issue and the food issue. Furthermore, Fertivi is willing to mediate to resolve this particular issue with Orang Asli and Tofresh. Our client, Fertivi, sincerely hope that Orang Asli will be able to uphold the confidentiality, not to disclose what has been discussed in the mediation to anyone. My client's Fertivi's concern is that once the complaint is launched with the Malaysian Agricultural Ministry, it will affect the Fertivi, our client, in securing the National Farming Fertigation System project, as well as it may negatively affect the share listing process of Fertivi's branch in Malaysia in the first board of KL Stock Exchange Market. That's all for my opening statement.
All right, thank you for the opening statement. Can I have your opening statement from Top Fresh Batch Corporation?
Hi, this is Bob. I'm the CEO of Top Fresh. I've been the CEO of Top Fresh for the past 20 years, and we never encountered this issue before. So our concern is since this unfavorable incident has been happened, we want it to be resolved in these mediation sections. But the thing is, we are now in the midst of applying the exporting license to export our vegetable to Brunei and also Singapore. Yeah, as what Danny say, we do really hope that the Orang Asli, they can keep this confidential, especially to the NGO, because if anything, if the public know about these things, we might not able to get the exporting license. Today I also bring along my lawyer. Okay, I did bring Dean. I will let Dean to to explain my to let Dean to explain my positions lah. So I pass it to Dean.
Hi, I'm Dean, Bob's lawyer. So basically, my client is a Top Fresh, a well-known vegetable company in Malaysia. So we are known for reliable producer of vegetables lah. And basically we use a fertilization system to produce the vegetables. But because of this issue, leakage to the orang asli soils, it caused orang asli to claim damages from us for 7.5 million. So my client is not in the position to pay for the damages because it's a huge amount, and more aside from that, it is the issue is because of leakage from the design of the fertilization system from FTV. So that is our position. Thank you.
Okay. Can we have a opening statement from Tasik Jom Orang Asli Corporation, Dato Longah?
Okay. First of all, thank you to the mediators for facilitating the session and the opportunity to address the issue, even though we have no idea and no clue why we are present here, because our issue here is with Top Fresh. And based on the opening statement given by the parties, it seems that Top Fresh has no concern. They are making a statement where they have no concern or whatsoever with our livelihoods. You should understand that as an Orang Asli farmer, our commitment to the land and the sustainability really runs deep. We own 10 acres of land in Lang Island, to which it is planted with various types of vegetables using compost materials. And the composter yard is about 1,800 square feet land within the 10 acres of land adjoining to the 5 acres of the fertigation system vegetable farm owned by Top Fresh. So our composter yard has been the lifeblood of our farming activities, suffered severe damage due to this leakage from Top Fresh. And trust me, the effects have been devastating, affecting not only our livelihood, but also the balance of the surrounding ecosystem. We have suffered damage in terms of finance as well, because the frequent visits from our schools and NGOs have decreased drastically at the same time. We have instructed our lawyer to issue a letter of demand to Top Fresh about like 7,500,000 compensation. And this is because why? Because that composter's yard is the heart of our Orang Asli farm and is totally ruined by the AD fertilizer. You need not to underestimate the importance of the soil reparation. Chupah will be explaining it later, as it's our duty to ensure the sustainability and fertility of the land for future generations. We have been in this land for generations since our ancestors, and we own these 10 acres of land. And I urge Top Fresh Corporation to recognize the broader environment impact of this leakage. The potential harm to nearby water sources, flora and fauna is not to be taken lightly. It is crucial that we collectively address these concerns and take necessary measures to mitigate future damage. I have approached this mediation session with an open mind and a genuine desire for resolution that is fair and just. And as long as it has to be known that this only not affects just us, but the whole environment surrounding it. So at this point of time, if we cannot reach a satisfactory resolution, it may negatively affect Top Fresh Corporation reputation. It is very irresponsible of Top Fresh to say to keep this confidential, and I am willing to involve international bodies related to agricultural and aboriginal rights, if necessary, to ensure our protection or rights and environment is protected. So I hope I made myself clear in this place. Thank you.
Mr. Chupah, you have anything to say?
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity so that all the parties can come together and mediate the issue. But I can see that from Top Fresh side, they actually didn't show sincerity. They just want to push away all their responsibility over this, right? Which is very disappointing for us. We come here so that with a goal, we can settle these disputes. And like what my president has said, that they actually ignore the damage which has been caused to our orang asli, which is very disappointing. Yeah, of course, we come to this mediation with open-minded. Okay, so before that, let me introduce myself. I'm the Orang Asli Committee member in charge of the Science Lab analysis. So as what my president has talked about, that we, the Orang Asli, has been occupying the land and use the land for our livelihood by planting composter, using it as composter yard to plant vegetable for our livelihood, right? We use it to plant vegetables so that our Orang Asli can live based on the income generated from that land. And because it is actually adjoining to top fresh land, and due to the leakage of their fertigation system, and now we cannot use our land for any planting purpose, right? So this is right? It's because of top fresh leakage of fertigation system, and it caused us cannot use our land for our purpose, right? And of course, based on our investigation, right, the high level of the chemicals in the land, we cannot use it anymore, right? And this is due to top fresh leakage. We don't actually care whether it is the other parties, which is the manufacturer of the tank. It's none of our issue, right? We just want our compensation from Top Fresh because the problem arises from Top Fresh. It is very easy. It is very clear-cut. And based on the Verti's lawyers, so you're talking about confidentiality. I agree with that. All the whatever conversation we have talked about should keep here. But of course, based on our report, right, I do think that we have the rights to actually issue it to the ministry as well as the international body, because this is our rights and our land has been damaged because of Top Fresh. Yeah, so this is our rights, right? We have the rights to actually expose whatever damage that we have done. Yeah, this is our rights. And we believe that if we cannot reach any consensus or settlement, which is our 7.5 million, right, we will then immediately release this report to the ministry. And we know that for Vertis, you guys are going on IPO soon, and this will actually affect your process. And we know that this is actually our bargaining power, that you do not want us to release it. And to be honest, we, the Orang Asli, we also don't want to make the situation so sour and bad. Yeah, but you have to recognize that our land has been damaged and we need our compensation, right? As well as talking about the reparation of the land. Yeah, it can be done, but it will need at least 1 year. And this reparation progress will actually cause soil erosion, right? Landslides, and we also need to plant a lot of trees and permanent jungles around it. And by planting all these jungles, it will take time, it will take our space for us to actually plant our vegetables as well. So I think taking into account all these time costs and also our land costs, Top Fresh need to actually compensate us. Yeah, so let me repeat once more. Our demand is very simple. We need that 7.5 million of compensation. If not, then we will release our report to the ministry, which will affect Top Fresh application to actually application for the export vegetables to Singapore and Brunei, as well as Vertis IPO process as well. Yeah, our positions are very clear, okay? And I hope that we can actually reach a consensus and settlement here. Thank you very much.
All right, before that, Dato, Longah and Chupah, okay, either one of you, can you tell us, is there any lab research done on that soil so far, or do you have any finding? Maybe you can share with us what you have found from the research study.
Yeah, of course. And we have actually do a sample. We have took a sample of the soil from the land and sent it to the lab, and it came back that the nitrogen as phosphorus level is very, very high, where because of this, we cannot actually use the land for any planting purpose using compost material.
The nitrogen and phosphorus has damaged the soil,
Correct.
plantation, everything so far. Yeah.
Yes.
And our usual planting process of the vegetables has deteriorated very badly, and we are having a lot of financial distress because of this within our community. I hope it's clear enough.
That is the basis why you want to claim for 7.5 million on that, though, because of the damage deteriorating soil on your plantation.
And unintentionally it has been affecting the health of our community as well, because it's leaking to the drinking water as well, and our community is consuming the drinking water that is the direct source of drinking water we have. This is all against human rights at the same time, so I hope it is clear enough.
All right, you've been in this business for so long, so you have your goal for your company so far, so good, yeah. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Okay. I think I want to add one more thing here. Thank you, Chupah and Dato Longah, for your opening statement. But let me reiterate this, that we are here not to point fingers, because what I heard from Chupah and Dato Longah, I understand that you are feeling strongly about this, but let's refrain from pointing fingers from each other, because
We shall discuss.
yeah, we will discuss it.
Yeah, of course I agree that
Now.
I will reserve our positions of it's very hard for us to not point fingers at someone who actually damaged our land. Yeah, we are trying to actually calm down and also try to reach a settlement here, but it's very hard for us to not point fingers, because it is very clear that it's because of their fertigation system leaking and causes damage to our land and our people as
At the
well.
same time, during Mr. Bob's top opening statement, he actually told us to keep it confidential. Does it seem confidential to you? Like it's affecting us so badly, and he actually has the audacity to say that, oh, keep it confidential because it's affecting our business. What about our lives and livelihoods?
Correct.
Yes.
I understand
This
that.
is very irresponsible.
No, basically, I'm coming here actually to solve this problem lah. So what I mean to keep it confidential doesn't mean that I undermines your human rights or whatever, because you ask compensation 7.5 million from us. I noticed that it's because our fertigation system, the linkage caused some damage, not cause the damage to your plants. But basically, this is the defective design from Fertivi, and I did tell Fertivi about this matter. And today, Fertivi asked us for a mediation system because we do really want to settle this issue. So I apologize if whatever statement that I made cause you unhappy, but this is not what I mean basically.
It's okay. We will work out on this. Yeah.
So I think I need to know more from Fertivi's
Yeah. I would like to, sorry to disturb Look and Dust. I would like to emphasize that there's no defect on the fertigation systems tank that our clients did, because based on my client's discussion with me, Xie Vie actually told me that the fertigation system tank that we did for Top Fresh, there's no issue on that particular fertigation tank. And also there's nothing to do with us, because the design and construction is all right, no problem on that. So it's due to the farming activities of Top Fresh. So Top Fresh should be liable for it. Yes, based on our clients discussions just now.
But before that, Ferti, as I heard before, you have 10 million project from government, right?
Yes, correct.
10 billion, yes, 10 billion.
valuable things for your company, right? To keep, to preserve this project.
Yes, correct. Top Fresh informed me that Orang Asli will submit report to the Malaysian Agricultural Ministry and international bodies relating to our farming industries. And I am worried that the report may affect my current project. That's why I requested for the parties to meet and negotiate and mediate, and I'm willing to negotiate and mediate.
Meaning to say you are concerned about the 10 million project.
Yeah, yes, we are concerning the 10 billion project.
Okay. Just one moment, guys. Look, I'm sorry. Just as I said before, Danny, I understand. You and Xie Vie must be feel strong about this, and as I said before, let's refrain from pointing fingers because it will not be productive, and let's keep our discussion healthy, and we will find a resolution, whatever it is. It's up to you. As I said before, we are here to facilitate, not as a decision-making body. I think I have each of the parties' position right now, and I would like to start a caucus with Fertifi first. With Fertifi, so I would like to assign.
Well, sorry, before the caucus start, could I make some, I actually understand Dato Longah and also Chupah positions because they from the facts they are really innocent. But what Fertivi claims, I'm very not happy actually. I'm actually hire Vertifi to build the fertigation system. They are the expert. Now they claim that because of the soil structure or whatever, then it caused the linkage of my AB fertilizer to the Orang Asli farm. I'm not the expert. What they are the expert. When they build this fertigation system, they should understand that the land, the condition of the land, the landslides, they should also know that we are doing the farming activity in that area, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
now
I agree with
Dato Longah and Chupah, they come and claim 7.5 million to us. Yeah, we know that we need to be responsible for that, but no, the
How
whole.
can we not say anything? This is ridiculous. Like, what is this? What are we
No,
doing here?
actually,
We are fighting here,
I
and then
understand.
like, what is
No, I
going on?
understand that. I understand the cost that it cost to you. I also know that you want to claim 7.5 million to us. Okay, I don't say I don't want to pay. Just that I don't need to pay whole amount, the whole sum. You understand or not?
Right. All
Yeah.
of
Let's say everything let's say 30V want to blame us. Then how? They are the expert. What?
We are not connected to Fativi. Top Fresh is right beside us. Why do you have to sue Fativi when the leakage is coming from Top Fresh? Like, what is going on? Like, we are stuck between the point.
I'm sorry, I have to mute all of the parties because, as I said before, I'm sorry. As CP, I have to mute you as well. Before we please, we try to have a civil and mannered discussion. I understand all of you are feeling strongly about this, but this wouldn't help for our session to reach a
workable
resolution,
All right.
whatever it is. So I would, from now on, only when you are allowed to open your microphone,
Don't worry, all of you will be given a private session with us.
Yes.
And then during that session, you are free to tell us anything.
Yes.
All right. We keep it as confidential unless you are willing and agreeable to for us to disclose this matter to the other side. All right. This is not a combating point. You are combat to uphold what is your point is, but we are here to find the common ground so that all of us can find one very good solution so that it can satisfy everybody in here. All right.
As I said before, the goal of this mediation is not it's up to you. Actually, we are not here to steer you or to influence any of you, but this session cannot continue like this with Dato Longah and Bob arguing over and shouting at each other. It's not
Doesn't help.
yeah, that's not helpful, and it will be a waste of time. Let's make this as productive as possible.
Thus, I think we already spot and identify the position and interest of the parties. Why not we go for caucus to each
Alright.
of the parties,
Okay.
so that they are free to tell us what they
Okay.
can compromise with, what is the point they want to tell us.
Yes, yes, I agree because just from recent argument, I can understand the way Bob and Dato Longah feel about each other, and also with Danny Xie Vie's lawyer, Danny.
We completely
also,
understand the
yeah.
situation now.
And we are
Really understand.
enable to for us to be able to produce something productive out of this. I would like to invite, let's say, Hertivis first.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's good.
We did before we commence the caucus session. Is there anything that please raise your hand if you have anything to say? Please use the raise hand functions. If not, then we can.
Just want to tell you all the parties why we are having a caucus, a private session with the parties, and the parties in the waiting room. I think I do encourage you, all of you, to generate option, or maybe you can try to find alternative options so that you can offer to the other parties. All right. So while we are having discussion with in the caucus process, so the other parties you can try to find solutions. Yeah, all right. That's helpful.
Okay. Okay. So, is there anything anyone would like to say before we proceed with caucus?
All right, nothing.
Okay, nothing.
We start with Bertie.
Yeah, we start at 30.
Bertie, and the rest we can place you in the waiting room.
Yeah, I will assign to the waiting room. Okay. Chupah. Waiting room. Waiting room. Okay. All right. Okay, so we are going to start our caucus.
Okay.
Before we start, this is purely confidential. Anything we say here will be confidential, not brought before public. We have if we are
whatever you say here is confidential unless you you give out your consent for this matter to relate to the party. Yeah.
Okay.
What exactly you hope from this mediation session? All right.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, my client Xie Vie, actually wants to resolve the problem amicably. We don't want the leakage issue to expose to public, because this one will certainly affect our IPO's listing process, and as well as the project that we are securing with Malaysian Agricultural Ministry right now. We actually want to because there's some solutions that come to our mind. The first one is because Orang Asli is looking for 7.5 million from Top Fresh. We actually want to compensate some figure to them. Xie Vie, how much you gonna pay on behalf of Top Fresh?
Now, Top Fresh is asking me to pay all of the sum 7.5 million, and I want to ask them to share the compensation with me to pay to Orang Asli, and I'm suggesting that we pay an equal share.
Equal share, it will be 3.75 million. Yeah, 3.75 million.
So you are proposing for the compensation to be divided in
50-50 with top fresh.
Yes, 50-50 or less. If Top Fresh is asking me to pay more than that, then I might be
Different amount.
sorry.
Meaning the minimum you can offer them 50%.
Max 50, yes, maximum is 50% I can pay. I think that they share some responsibilities also. I am a company or an expert of fertigation system farming in Southeast Asia. I don't blame Top Fresh. They are saying that my design is defaultive, is my construction of the tank is defaultive, but it is not. Since I am an expert, my design is not defaultive at all. This is because there are external factors such as the landslides. I don't blame them for farming in the area. This is because of the landslide, the external factor, which is the force major. We cannot foresee this external factor. So that's why I'm willing to pay some figure to orang asli equally with Top Fresh.
So, if I may, you said that this is an unforeseeable
Yes.
problem. Okay, so,
Correct.
all right.
Meaning to say all the faulty, all the problem happen in fertigation system is not 100%. It's not yours. It's not attributable to your fault.
It's not because of the. Sorry.
You may
Okay.
repeat your.
I mean, all the fertigation system problem that have been claimed by them.
Yes.
You claiming that it's not attributable to your fault.
Yes, correct. But because there are some external factors such as the landslide, then it may contribute to the leakage.
Okay.
All right.
And also, just to let Luke and Das know that the project that we are securing, my client is securing with Malaysian Agriculture Ministry, is actually worth 10 billion, billion. Yeah. So we certainly want to solve the problem lah.
10 million is a lot actually.
Yeah, it's a lot. We cannot lose the project with Malaysian government.
That involve your reputation and everything, right? It will affect the project, right?
Yeah.
So
we really want to solve the problem. That's why we start to seek for the mediation process.
So you are willing and ready to pay 50% out of the.
Yes, 50% compensation, which is 3.75 million to orang asli.
Good.
It's the maximum that we can give.
Alright, I appreciate the alternative option given.
I think we will continue with Top Fresh.
Okay, we are going to have a caucus with Top Fresh. So you will be able to for us to with the Top Fresh, yeah? This is your
Yes.
option. All right. So we will end the caucus with you and then all right.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
So we'll add Top Fresh. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for your patience, Bob and Dean. We have concluded our caucus.
We just met the party just now in caucus session with the Verti B.
Alright, and we would like to hear your.
Maybe you want to say
Yeah.
something or you have any option
Anything
to
to say?
propose?
Mr. Mediator, let me start first because I don't want to say anything during the session because I don't want to make it more like makes it more heated. Okay. FTV claim that it's because of land issue. Is that because there is a landslide and something, then it's not because of their design leakage. But representing my client, it is actually responsible for FTV to say like that. Also, it's also like they cannot, at first they cannot claim that it's just a land issue. Even if just a land issue, they claim that they are the expert in the matter. They know that our land, 5 acres land, is beside the composted yard of orang asli. So they should have taken that into consideration. It's really irresponsible for FTV to say that this is land issue and this is not their issue. Further, they claim that they have a 10 million contract from the government. Do you think the government will give a contract to someone that just throw the issue away, like saying that it's a land issue? No, they need to take responsible.
I have some issues, basically. I have no issue with orang asli. They are innocent. I know harm has been caused and we need to minimize the harm. That's why I'm here today. Okay, but I have issue with FTV. I'm not blaming FTV, Basically, I pay professional fee to FTV, and then they have to give me a professional advice. I pay them professional fee to know, and they claim that they are the expert in this area. Okay, then some more, I'm the businessman. I don't know anything. I'm not expertise in this fertigation system. That's why I hire them. Okay, let's say they claim that it's not the defective system. It's because of the structure of the land. Okay, they are the expert. When they come and then give me some, they should give me some advice that about the structure of the land, and they should know, and they already knew that my land, my 5 acre of land, is just adjoining, just next to the orang asli composted yard. They should advise me okay. And now harm have been caused to orang asli. I also feel pity to them. I also understand that this is the heart of their yard, of their farm, of their 10 acre of farms. I'm willing to compensate, but I'm not going to compensate 7.5 million in full. Okay, they should also bear the responsibility with us. They cannot just say, oh, because of the structure of the land, and then they want to walk away quickly. It is no way. This cannot. I cannot accept this.
All right, right. I understand, Bob. So I also want to understand that you are now in the middle of applying export license to produce to export all your farming product, right? Correct?
Yes, we are in the midst of applying the exporting license.
Do you think if this matter is getting bigger and more serious, will affect your application to have an export license soon?
Of course, I know. That's why I'm here.
So, all right. Actually, the outcome we have from the
Sorry. Even if it affects our export license process, right? We cannot just make FTV not reliable or not responsible. That is very clear. Okay.
Actually, the outcome that we have from the caucus with 30, actually, they don't say they want to escape liability, 100% liability from what had happened to orang asli. What we have now, they're agreeable to. They're willing to be responsible half of the 7.5 million. So what would you say about that? Maybe do you think half of the price, half of the figure can help you clear your name and make your export license application much easier?
Why are we bearing half of
Yeah.
the price when it's actually one their design, second their contract will be more
I
affected.
already pay full, I pay full professional fees.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm a businessman, you know.
understand you are feeling strongly about this. I heard that from Fakulti, they are willing to.
Don't you think that they are professional? They on the duty to me?
Right.
This is negligent. Basically, I can sue them.
Okay, okay, I understand. One interesting fact that I would like to raise on this session. It is mentioned that the design and construction has nothing to do with the landslide of the farming activities on Top Fresh, but I'm actually curious. Does the design and construction between Top Fresh and Fakulti also accounts for the foreseen, like is the tank can withstand a landslide, or is it really unforeseeable problem, or because if the design and construction accounts for landslide, like then this matter shouldn't exist. But with Vertifi claims that has nothing to do with the design and construction, meaning that have they disclosed that the tank is can withstand landslide, or does it did they made any disclosure about this?
Did Ferti tell you beforehand about the risk of having landslide on the tank, on the fertigation tank system? What happened if what happened to the tank if the landslide happened to your land? Is that does them disclose about what might happen, the leakage and everything?
Yes.
I do not know this thing. That's why we have a fertigation system there. They never let us know what. Fertility never let us know. That's why these unfavorable things happen. As I say, I've already been the CEO of Top Fresh for 20 years, you know. This is the first time I encountered this issue.
First of all,
Yes.
is it not in our position to, I mean, if when we do the fertilization system, when we hire them to do the fertilization system, we already disclose our adjoining land situation. That's first. Second, because they are the expert, they are the one that should advise us on all these possibilities. And if they advise us, I would advise my client to keep a compensation clause or something in the agreement. So yes, that is.
All right.
All right. Thank
So
you.
so far you stop here or for a while?
Okay. I would like to conclude this session.
I think 50-50 is not possible.
Let's say how much are you because
Really?
because
You know why? 50% is too much for me, you know. Somewhat I need 30 to go with responsibility to plant the trees. If because they never let me know about the structure of the land, okay? So now if there's a structure of there's a structure of the land issues, I will not have my fertigation system there. Okay, now I already pay a lot of money to build this fertigation system. But then only at this moment you let me know there's a structural land issues. They have to be responsible to repair my fertigation system, you know. They have to build they have to plant some trees, you know. Then someone go and come and let me know if I put whatever ingredients, let me see, hold on. There's a research conducted by the scientists. If we add the topsoil, copy, and the mixture of the organic material to the orang asli damaged soil, then we can repair them. But then it take years, you know. Let's say I do this matter, I also pity for the orang asli. But let's say I do this, it will further loosen the structure of the area. So I think fertility
Who will bear the compensation of the losing?
Yeah, fertility they should also plant trees, you know.
All right. Let me put this way. Let's say I'm not saying this matter cannot be settled. Let's say this matter is going to court. Let's say, yeah, we just imagine. Let's say we're going to court. They got three parties involved here: orang asli, Top Fresh, and the other one is Fakulti. All right, the issue is going to be complicated issue. We never know what the court decision would be. It might due, it might Fakulti, or it might none of you will be responsible found by the court. Okay, the potential when this matter cannot go on with mediation, what would you have in mind if this matter is going to litigation process? Do you think you have any potential to escape any liability from the orang asli's demand or actions? What if you can escape from their action? You are very lucky enough. But what if the court find the matters is jointly liable by all the parties? Then I believe it will affect your image, your reputations. Then I believe it will going to affect your application for to have a license to export your product. Maybe you can have a wider perspective in this matter. Yeah, we don't force you to choose to what? We don't force you and don't give you decision, but maybe I do invite you to have a much wider perspective. Okay, what happened if this matter goes for court litigation? Anything can happen.
Yes.
Let's say court we decide all the parties involved, and this matter has been brought to the up authority. Do you think will affect your export license applications one day? If you unable to find resolution or amicable settlement with all the parties, what would happen? Do you think you can get through this, or you think they will not be?
Okay, now for TV, they say they want to share this compensation with us, isn't it? 50-50, am I right?
Yeah, they say, they propose that actually, but it's leave it to you how. Maybe we leave you guys for a while, or caucus. Maybe you can think.
Yes.
What exactly the
I
plan?
think I need to add one more conditions lah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I also feel very bad to the orang asli. Okay, since there is a research conducted by the scientists, which claim that topsoil, copy, and mixture of organic material can go and repair the orang asli damaged soil. I think this is the responsibility to Fakulti. Okay, they should do not only pay 50% of damages, they also should do this. Okay, go and restore the orang asli soil to the original positions, because I also don't want my reputation been damaged by them. Okay, I'm the businessman, I need this exporting license. I also don't want this thing to go to the court. It's very time consuming. So I don't have time. Time is money. Am I right? Some more. Okay, let's say they do this. They're going to add these three mixtures organic to the orang asli damaged soil. As we notice that it may further loosen the structure of the area. They have to be responsible to plant tree for me for 10 years. As I pay professional fees to them, I pay them in full, They are expert. They claim that they are the expert in Southeast Asia. They should notice about this.
Okay.
Advise me.
All right. So how about the 50% out of the settlement?
Unless 50%,
How much are you willing to?
50% properly, I'm okay. But they have to
Additional.
responsible for orang asli one. Yeah, they have to put their soil back to the original positions. They make sure they have to do it, and then they have to plant trees for me, because when they do, they put the mixtures to the orang asli soil, it will further loosen the structure of the land of. Let's say the structure of the land happen, linkage will happen again, and then the same thing will happen again. I don't want this. They have to plant trees for me, guarantee for 10 years.
If I can summarize my client's position, right? It's a 3 points. We agree to pay the 50% proposed by Fakulti with condition that first, they are responsible for the reparation of the soil of orang asli, and they are responsible to plant trees to avoid further land issue. Okay.
I need guarantee for 10 years. Tree need times to grow,
10 years. Okay.
Yeah, not to plant a small tree for me. I want a big one, If not, the things will happen again in near future. Not the small one. Small one need that how many years to grow? I don't have time.
Correct.
It's not to go on.
Alright, I understand your
Understand?
concern.
Yeah. I think that's it for your option. Is there anything else?
You would like to add?
Anything else you want to add?
Or we can, I think,
So far, we don't have any to add, but let's say we have, I should let you guys know. Thank you.
So are you agreeable to relate? We are going to
My last straw and my position is very clear. 50% okay, provided they go and put the orang asli their message back to the original conditions and also plant trees, the big tree for me for 10 years.
Oh, that's very clear. Alright. So you agreed for us to send this message to the other party. We need your consent first before we can, because all the advice is confidential. So we need your consent. This matter to be brought to the other party.
You give me like about 1 minute. I need to talk to my lawyer.
Alright. We put you in the. You want to talk now or in private?
I talk in front of you. Is it okay?
Sure.
Dean, what do you think?
What about the leak? Because they claim that there is no design leakage, right? How do we go about it? What if there is a design leakage?
Actually, I don't. Okay. Probably we should find an expert, another expert lah. Okay, to come and check our fertigation system. Okay. If there is a defective fertigation system, of course I will not pay. Okay. But let's say there is no defective fertigation system, it's because of structure of the land. I need them to be responsible for the 50%.
Sorry, Bob. I think it's better if we take this into two situations. One is our compensation to orang asli, which is half one. Then if there is a leakage or damage, we need them to be responsible also. I mean, it's not
okay. That one is better since we not yet hire an other expert to come and check our fertigation system. Yeah, if
we need to know that also. We need to make sure.
Yeah, because this is only they claim we haven't find another expert to come and check. Let's say the fertigation system really defective, and then of course I will not let them go easily. Is it okay? You summarize for our mediator. Let them know our two situation. If situation A happen like this, then 50-50. If we find out that is because of the defective design, I will not let them go away freely. Summarize this to our mediator. Thank you.
Okay, so basically my client position is that we agree to pay 50-50 for the orang asli because whatever like orang asli say, it is part of our issue also because it's our land. But we need them to compensate the reparation of the soil of orang asli, be responsible for it, and plant trees to prevent more landslide. And we need them to be responsible also to make sure or to hire expert. I mean, not make sure. Okay, to hire expert to say that the design is really no issue with the design. They have to be, if there is okay, that one is the land issue.
I think I need to hire an independent expert to come and check.
Yeah,
so situation A.
When we hire the independent expert, they need to be responsible for the fees. If there is a issue with the design, they need to compensate for that defect.
The option to the other party, we will see how we work. So we end this caucus session for a while, and then we go to the other part, to the rest.
We'll move to orang asli.
Orang asli, we'll go to orang asli. We will come back to you later. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, good afternoon. So we are here to start our caucus session. Let me make this clear that this session is completely confidential, separate from the joint session. Anything you may brought here will not be disseminated outside of here unless we have your consent. Okay, so am I audible? Yes, okay. Okay, thank you. So we have heard the propositions made by Khai TV and Top Fresh. We have gained their consent to share it with you, and now we would like to hear your concern and arising from this issue. Please.
What exactly you hoping for from this mediation session? Okay, let me hear from you, Dato Longah, maybe.
Okay, we like I explained earlier, we have nothing to do with FETIV's position in the first place. So our concern is just with Top Fresh. So whatever dealings that FETIV and Top Fresh have within each other, it's between them. So we from our community won't do not want to involve in their dispute. So at this point of time, like I mentioned, our dealing is with only Top Fresh because Top Fresh is our neighbor, basically. It's not for TV. So whatever that's internal is between them. So my community's interest is at stake here, livelihood and the health and the future generations' life are at stake here. We have already lost so much at this point of time, and the whole land it's dead, basically, like what Chupah explained earlier during his opening statement. So at this point, we have already written to Top Fresh, demanding for 7,500,000 ringgit Malaysia. We didn't simply request for the 7 million. We actually calculated the loss and the amount of time it will make us to have a comeback, and also to, because since the land has been dead, the amount of time and then the amount of resources that we need to regain the strength of the land, and we had to use a lot of our resources to actually plant our vegetables at other places, and we have suffered losses at our end as well. So there's been a very huge shortage in terms of food, and most of our my community members are suffering at this point, and we have health issues and we have medical bills to pay, and we used to have visits from NGOs and other schools that usually have frequent visit with us to view our livelihood, have a picture of how we do things here. But now, because of this whole pollution that has become our huge concern, we have lost the visits. Schools have declined visiting, NGOs have been questioning us what's going on and everything. So we have no choice but to bring this up to Top Fresh, because that is the direct source of pollution that we found based on our team's research, as Chupah explained earlier. So we need at least a year to recover on this basis, because we need to plant trees and all, and I need to pay medical bills for my community. I need to take care of the kids' health and the future upcoming generation. Most of our community members are quite a number of them are pregnant, so this is a huge concern. So I can't go lower than 7,500,000. So if there's any other way that Top Fresh is going to compensate in terms of helping plant trees or help us settle this problem, like give us external help in that sense, we can consider at this point, but for now it stands at 7 million and 500. Yep.
It's never go lower than that, huh?
Yeah.
Alright,
So if let's say Top Fresh is willing to give us other external help in terms of medical bill, helping with our food resources, you know, help us regain the strength of our soil back, and then give us at least some kind of protection in terms of the future soil erosion that might occur. So we can lose our homes at this point. So we need at least Top Fresh to step in, take responsibility, put some adult shoes to put it in this sense. And then, you know, like, we don't want to make this a big issue in the media. We can go to the media. Trust me, we can do that. But we don't want to go to that extent. So we are okay to we are here to settle this problem. It's just that what Top Fresh and FerTV had between them is nothing to do with us. So Top Fresh can't be pointing fingers, you know, you did this. Our problem is you are our neighbor, so we get it from you. So all we can do is claim from you. So that's what we are doing at this point. So Chupah, would like to add anything on this point?
Yeah, like what Dato Longah has said, right? Even though we said that we are not getting any, I mean, we are not going against FerTV because this is actually Top Fresh issue or problem. But given the fact that FerTV is actually going on IPO, and whatever we are going to release will affect the IPO as well. So I think this is a very good and strong bargaining power. And perhaps what we are actually demanding from Top Fresh, they can actually recur it back from taking actions against FerTV, or come to an agreement that FerTV are going to contribute don't know how many percent, half or at least more than half, up to them, right? To us, we are going against Top Fresh because it's very clear cut that their land is actually next to ours, and it's because of the leakage of the fertigation system, and it's very clear cut. Yeah, and the fact that FerTV actually get the main contracts from the Malaysian Agriculture Ministry of 10 billion, I don't think that we are asking for 7.5 million is a lot, right? So Top Fresh can actually discuss with FerTV on the arrangement of the compensation. So we stand firm on our 7.5 million because this is actually our livelihood of the people, and it's very clear cut that it's because of their, I don't know, it's omission or negligence, and it causes damage. Yeah. So we stand firm on the 7.5 million.
Okay, thank you.
We will get back to you because so far we have a outcome from the other part, for the two other parties, and
we will make consideration
we
first.
will go to the other parties because there are a few things need to clear with them. All right, and we will get back to you.
Before we end this session, I just want to make sure that we were saying that you were willing to accept compensation in the form of medical compensations.
Yes, we are willing to accept compensation in the form of medical and also others in terms of helping with us regaining the strength of the soil and everything, but it doesn't mean we are going to go lower than 7 million at this point. Like what Chupah mentioned, 10 billion is a huge money that they're getting business from, and 7.5 mil is just a fraction of that 10 billion. So I don't think Top Fresh won't have any issues in terms of giving the 7 million. Yeah.
Right. Roughly how much do you think you need for the suffered loss, suffering medical bill, everything? Maybe you have in mind how much?
We have about, like, this has been ongoing for some time. So we have been going through medical bills and also other health issues, and also our finance in terms of the selling of the vegetables, and also our soil, and also our water resource. We had to externalize in terms of buying resource, which we have never done in our community over these years. So I would say the loss is sufficient enough to cover the 7.5 million in terms of all together. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. The reason I'm asking this is because it will be helpful to generate options for orang asli, and then for FerTV as well to Top Fresh.
Right.
Okay, so we will I think we have heard from the all of the each parties. We have to surrender ourselves and make some deliberation first.
No, we have to get back to Fakulti
Party,
because there's another option.
generated.
Generated.
All right.
Because they haven't known yet the outcome from the top fresh outcome options.
Okay. So before I move to top fresh, do I have your consent to relay this to? My apologies. I meant to Fair TV. Do I have your consent to relay?
Yes, they should know what's going on and what we have suffered as well. So please go ahead and explain this to them.
Just to summarize a bit, so 7.5 million including everything that what you say.
Yes.
I know they will do review than that, yeah. That one
Yeah.
the medical bill, the preparation of the soil, everything, yeah. All right.
And also the loss of finance and also water resource and also, and there's also a high possibility that if this is not resolved in time, we can go through severe losses in terms of soil erosion. We could lose our homes at this point. So we need a backup plan. So this money will help a lot in terms of us getting back in our feet. So at the same time, we also need Top Fresh to deal with fatigue and help us regain the strength of the soil. So if I may, Chupah, is it okay if, let's say, they want to reduce the compensation? If they want to reduce the compensation, we are willing to do so, but not so much. Maybe we can go below 7 million. Now we are at 7.57 million and 500. Maybe we can go up to 7 million, or the max would be 6,500,000. That's the maximum we would go. Additionally, we want them to help us with the resources and help Chupah in terms of the research to regain the soil strength back, help us find any other finance solution. If there's any other way they can help us with, we can go lower than 7.5.
Why not we fix it at the minimum that we can accept is 7. And TVs or Top Fresh, both of them need to commit at fixing our landslides issue. Yeah, so we are willing to take a 7, right? That's the lowest that we can go. And we need their commitment to actually solve the soil erosion and landslides issue as well.
Yeah, so
these are what we are asking for.
Yeah, because I can say the numbers, but at the end of the day, Chupah is the one dealing with the whole situation here, with the whole research and everything. He knows the actual consequences scientifically. So I think 7 million is good enough. Additionally with external whatever that Chupah mentioned. Yeah.
Right. They have to commit to solve the soil erosion issue. Yeah.
All right, thank you for a conversation with you, and we will get back to you soon. We will inform the outcome. We'll update you later. All right?
Okay,
Thank you.
So we'll move on to
Faculty.
okay.
Petition.
Xie Vie. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Both Top Fresh. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Danny. All right. Hello, Xie Vie and Danny.
Still here? All right.
All right. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Thank you for your patience. We have spoken with Top Fresh and Orang Asli, and next session we will share with you the position that Top Fresh is proposing towards fertility.
All right. As what we had a focus session with you before, what you agree that, let me summarize, you are willing to be answerable half of the 7.5 million, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. So after we have the focus session with Top Fresh, there are actually actors reluctant to pay half.
Should be willing to pay.
Minutes to talk, and then finally they make compromise. They compromise to be able to pay half out of 7.5 million
with condition.
but with condition.
With conditions.
Right.
So
They have another condition. They want
there are the conditions that Top Fresh put for fertility. When your company stated that the design and the construction of the fertilizer tank have nothing to do with the leakage, they are upset. Not upset. I would say they are feeling strong. They are feeling strong about this because they said that they have hired experts. I think Fakulti is renowned across Southeast Asia. So their expectation towards your company are high. They are willing to pay for the half of the amount for the 7.5 million ringgit, but with conditions such as 30 fees are 30 fees bear the burden for making the cost of planting, replanting trees, and for the soil reparation, yes, for the orang asli farmland, and also
they want you to responsible and to be responsible for the leakage, to the design and construction of the tanks,
yes,
and then the cost of reparation, repair the soil in order to restore in the original positions. They want you to pay. Uh, they want you to pay for the reparation all these costs. There's additional cost they want you to pay.
and they also want guarantees that they want guarantee from Fakulti that such issues would have not occur again in the future. Also, yeah, they are willing to pay, but with certain conditions. And how would you?
Another one, I think is good news for you because sorry, apart from half of the reparation, apart from half of the demand from the top orang asli corporation and the demand from the top fresh for you to bear the additional cost of the reparation. The good news is Tasik job orang asli willing to reduce the demand, the figure of the settlement from 7.5 million to 7 million. I think
7 million.
7 million.
And also, I would like to add that orang asli also accepts settlement in form of the payment of the medical bills, their loss of crops. So yeah, they were
included with all the cost of the bill, everything,
on the financial loss.
all the financial loss. I think
They are willing to accept other form of settlement, but I would like to reiterate here that let's honor all of the parties that I am thankful for Fakulti's willingness to accept the burden of this matter, and also we have to take into account that orang asli is willing to lower their demand, that several conditions as well. So that is from the orang asli and also from Top Fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to double confirm, based on the orang asli's current position, they're willing to reduce the demand from 7.5 million to 7 million. So is the 7 million include the medical bills?
Yes.
Yes. 7 million medical bills, the financial loss,
Yes.
and the
Okay.
loss from soil erosion, because they are worried that they will also, not only they will lose their source of livelihood, but they will lose their home as well.
If you pay half of the 7 million, that was including what orang asli demand. Only the Top Fresh, they ask you, they put a condition there for you to bear the reparation cost of the tank.
So just now you say Top Fresh actually agreed to pay half of the compensation. The half of the compensation is it 3.75 million or 3.5 million?
That one we haven't talked to Top Fresh yet regarding the review.
Oh, you haven't told Top Fresh about the reductions of the 7.5 million to 7 million. Okay.
So they haven't notified about the 7 million yet, the reduced figure.
Oh, I see.
We'll get back to them later, but we want to assure whether you agreeable with
the conditions set by Top Fresh.
How much is Top Fresh willing to pay if without the conditions that they stated?
I would say that in the beginning, Bob, it is too much for them to pay 50%. So I would say they would pay less than 50% if you are not if you not follow their demands. So in case where you don't follow their condition, my suggestion, because from Bob's because Bob was reluctant to pay for the compensation, but and after we generate options, we recalibrated questions, and then we also put them in your perspective. We also because this I have told them that this is an unforeseeable issue. If they kept stressing that we have paid the professionals. Why don't we get professional treatment? Why don't we get professional? So they were feeling quite strongly about this, but I've managed to talk to them. Let's say that you were in a 50-50 position. What will you? What compensation is it's appreciated for you. And until then, they said that okay, they are willing to pay, but with certain conditions. But to be exact, I have no idea. But if it's going to be less, I think less than
Yeah, we need to roughly know how much is the reconstructions fee for the fertigation systems tank, as well as the cost of replanting the permanent tree in that particular area.
Okay, how much is?
So we need to know roughly how much we should contribute for those two, and also the how much we should spend for to reconstruct the soil structure for the composter yard.
So you can give you cannot agree now because you haven't known yet the figure.
Yes, we cannot give you all the decision right now. So perhaps can you ask them about this, or can we just go back to the joy session?
Okay, just after this, we will, I think after this, we will have another joint session, right? We will, because we have heard all of the parties' position, and it will be wise to us to bring it to the table and let's hear from each parties how they feeling about it. Okay, so just before we start another joint session, I just want to be clear that your first demand is how much is the compensation? Should we pay? Should you pay without the condition? How much the tree, replanting of the trees will cost? Correct.
And reconstruction and reparation, yeah.
The construction of the tank, as well as the expenses to rebuild the soil structure.
The expenses to build soil structure, and number 4 is
Construction of the tank.
construction of the tank. Okay.
The condition of top fresh gives the condition that we should repair the tank that has leakage, right?
They want you to repair the soil.
Okay.
You have to plant a big tree, because that one
To avoid
time
landslide.
consuming. I think 10 years for something big, but the thing is they want you to repair the soil. They want you to monitor and to manage to maintain the tanks.
But nothing of the reconstruction of the tank.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Only now you're not clear how much.
Repair the tank.
Yes.
Okay.
But half all the demand you know now, yeah.
Yeah. I would like to suggest that can you just don't disclose the 7 million that proposed by Orang Asli to Top Fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see about that because
this information from Orang Asli.
we get
They want take consent from Orang Asli already.
But we will try to generate options that would benefit all the parties. So
Okay.
so before we talk to amounts, before we talk to ringgits, we will have a clear picture of of everybody's intention, so that let's keep the momentum going. This is a healthy and productive session. We have generated options. We have not yet reached any deadlock. So yeah, I think this session is good.
I think they are this session already direct to going to the right direction now. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because all parties are willing to generate options.
All the parties are showing a good and positive feedback now.
All right.
Before we move to the joint session, do I have your consent to relay this on the joint session afterwards? Do we? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We'll invite the rest of the parties here and before we. Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening.
Welcome back.
And we have heard all of the parties' intention from the caucus.
We see all different perspectives, but we are going to direct to the right direction now.
Beforehand, we would like to arrange the deliberations first, and in that time, if any of you may need to take a rest, to go to the restroom perhaps, or to have to get refreshments, you are free to go, and
You may say,
yeah.
you may tell us, yeah.
But for now, I would like to request 10 minutes of your time, so for us to be able to present all of our findings. Is this can we have 10 minutes? Okay, thank you. I will start to start from now.
Mhm. caucus with you? Hello, caucus. Caucus. Top Fresh. Can we have a caucus private session with you? For Top Fresh only. Are you guys here?
Yes.
Yes.
So Top Fresh, Bob and Bob's lawyer. After our deliberation, we have to extract information from Bob, from and me, but we have to do it in private. So after which, yeah, we can
and then we can go back to
joint
joint
session.
session.
Okay. Thank you. So I will put everyone but Bob and to waiting room. All right. Okay, so these are all right.
Alright, welcome to
Okay.
focus
For your patience.
for your question. Yeah. Alright, we managed. Actually, we managed to talk to BTV. So because this issue is mainly between you Top Fresh and BTV, yeah. So as what you offered during the first caucus, that you want them to pay half of the settlement from the top from the orang asli, yeah. And regarding the additional condition that you have suggested, uh, I don't see they I don't we don't see that they refuse to satisfy what you want. Only they just want to know how much actually the figure for the additional conditions. Like, yeah, like what you said, regarding the reparation of the soil, the plantation of big tree, and the independent expert on the design of the tank construction and fertilization system. So if we may know how much roughly that you can make them more clear about on that figure with the condition that you have.
I mean, sorry, are you going to say that they are willing to bear the compensation fund, 7.5 million, half together with me?
Right.
So let's say 7.5 million divided by 2, which means each of us need to pay 3.75 million. Am I right? Yeah. So they are also with open-minded, they probably may agree to me to put the orang asli damaged soil back to the original condition. But they don't know how much they need to do it, isn't it?
They don't
And also the tree.
know the figure.
They need to know the figure.
They just want to know because they want to agree first because they want to know what the figure actually roughly from that the condition that you have put to them.
Basically, we also don't know, I would say.
So for expert, for hiring the expert, I think we can roughly give a number because it's like standard expert hiring. But for the preparation of soil and the planting of trees, right? I think we need to ask the scientists of orang asli because they are the one that come with that solution.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Dars, I
I'm
think
also not sure of that. Maybe for the hiring expert, I think 10 to 15K is actually standard. It's not much lah. It's a expert opinion only.
I think this would be best to be brought up in the joint session because yeah.
All right, one thing that you haven't notified yet, I think it's a good news for you because we managed to talk to Tasik Jemur Asli.
Yeah.
They agreed to reduce the claim, the settlement from 7.5 million to 7 million.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
and they also are willing to accept other forms of payment, such as in the form of the payments of their medical bills, their economic loss arising from the ruined farming grounds, and from the loss of the school visits that regularly visit them. Actually, I would like to raise another question. What fees is actually wondering how much Top Fresh would pay if the conditions are met. If the condition from Top Fresh.
My position is very clear. We are only willing to pay 3.75 million. Okay, then the rest they have to be responsible. That's all.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think the figure already changed. Oh, 3.7
yeah. Yeah. For the figure change, I think it will be wise to be brought in the joint session.
Okay.
To be brought in the joint session. All right. So I have heard from Bob that you are stern with your position in this 3.75 million. Other than that, yes, you cannot go much more than that. All right.
Sorry, I want to seek clarification. What do you mean by payment with other forms of medical bills, economic loss? Is it like addition to that 7 million or?
Actually, Tasik Jumor Asli Corporation said that all the 7 million, including all. So there's no additional. There's no additional payment.
Okay.
Includes the economic loss, the medical bills. Oh yeah.
Which means that 7 million include everything, right? Or that medical loss or whatever is an extra one is different from the
Alright.
it's inclusive of exclusive.
No, including.
Include, right?
There's no additional they want to claim. Only that one.
As I said before, they accept other forms of payment. So the 7 million is including it's not exclusive from from that figure. It also accounts for the medical
bill, preparation of the land. That's what they want.
By the way, did Fakulti ask for installment?
No, we haven't proposed that.
Okay.
Maybe in
the session. Okay, so I will write it down. That
Okay, just to clarify again, means the reparation of soil and planting of trees is also included in the 7 million?
What they mentioned here, medical field, the reparation of the land, future solution of the land, I think that's included in 7 million.
I see. Okay.
it's all included.
Yeah, that's what I put, that's what we write from what the perspective, what they proposed just now, yeah?
Top Fresh is curious about the option of installment care because we haven't heard from
we haven't.
Sorry, I think I'm confused, which means now orang asli, they want to reduce the compensation amount from 7.5 million to 7 million. Okay, so now 7 million divided by 2, which means I need to pay 3.5 million to orang asli. And then Fakulti need to pay another 3.5 million to orang asli. Okay, so what about the restoration and also the tree? The restoration and trees included in the 7 million or Fakulti need to pay 3.5 million to orang asli plus.
No, what the orang asli said, 7 million, including the medical bill, the reparation of the land, the future solution, even including in the for future solution of the land. So I think that it's even clear enough from orang asli. They claim.
Which means orang asli will will plant the tree or not? Because the condition of the soil is like that one, we cannot change.
Good is what they said. They include everything in 7 million.
Oh.
Yes, I think that's why I said that's good news for both the Fakulti and Top Fresh.
So which means both of us not need to handle the restoration part and also the tree anymore.
Right.
Orang asli will do it for us. Am I right?
Yes. Including 7 million. That's why they spend 7 million.
Good.
The ground, why they want 7 million, including all what you were concerned just now. It is clear.
Okay.
Okay. At least I know that our cap will be 3.5 million. That's all. Maximum 3.5 million from us.
Right. Yeah, I think with the obviously willingness to use, we can come.
Some more, how about, let's say the Orang Asli, okay, since they want to plant the tree for me, as we know that because of the condition of the soil, my fertigation system may leak again, you know. So will Ferti go and repair my fertigation system or whatever?
Oh, that one, I don't think, because what we discussed just now is about responsible to Asli, not to you.
Will you assist me in asking this about the leak, because my fertigation system already leaked? Some more about the installment.
Okay. Oh, you mean the 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 reparation of your tank, you want the Ferti to repair?
Ferti to repair the fertigation system.
Okay.
I know the Orang Asli, they will plant the tree for me lah. But then my fertigation system, there is a leak.
How much do you think you need to the cost of the repair, the tank reparation? How much do you think? Because from the previous talkers with them, they are curious about the figure.
I think 200K.
200K, okay. You need 200K need to be payable to Top Fresh, yeah?
Yes.
And then you agreeable to all the term.
The rest I'm okay lah. I think the installment part no need lah. Since the Orang Asli, they reduced 7.5 million to 7 million. I think installment, I think 3.5 million I still can afford. I don't need installment anymore. But 30, they have to pay 3.5 to Orang Asli and also 200K for me to repair the fertigation system. And then some more, you must make sure Orang Asli, they only claim 7 million from us, inclusive to plant those trees and restore their match soil to the original conditions.
Well, what they made clear already, they said including all.
If it's including, then it's good. Then it's
that one, yeah.
Enough, right?
because we thought it's a compensation sum, then additional of reparation.
Oh no, they say include already.
But before this, we think that it is like additional cost. We don't know that it's included. If it's included, then we are okay.
Ask them already many times to make it more. It's all including everything, right? Yes,
okay.
You know why we ask so many times? Because it's really a surprise to us, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we ask so many times. We reconfirm again. If yes, then I'm okay. That's why I don't want installment.
Because we also have limit to what
I
we
can pay lump sum because I'm happy with this one. Just that 3.5 and also another 200K for me to repair the fertigation system. Then I'm okay.
Okay. Right. So, all right. I think we could focus. Okay.
Just to be sure that 200K is in ringgit Malaysia, right?
200K a cap lah, a maximum cap lah.
Currency.
We have to make it clear to them.
Yeah.
Ringgit RM, yeah.
RM.
Because I'm doing this business, I think it's around like 200 something lah. But now I give them an offer, 200K. Then the rest I can pay. Never mind.
So we need to go back to them and then make it clear about this.
Yeah. Because I'm in the midst of applying the export thing, like the export license. I don't have time, you know. So the rest I pay, never mind, but they need to pay me 200K
for the reparation of the tanks, yeah?
Yep.
All right, fertigation of the tanks.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll get back to you. We will update you later in the job. We need to go to 30.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, before we invite 30 fee, we have to make sure that so these are
I think 30 minutes is 30.
We must start 17:30. So we started at 2:30. So 3 hours.
30, all right, so make it 5 and then you get it wrong.
Okay, so
yeah. So 30 another one.
All right, so until 5, then join session. All right, so and now it's 2:30. 30. Who's Certifi CEO? Where's your CEO? And Xie Vie. Okay. Hello, Xie Vie, and Danny. Oh, Danny is still joining. Okay.
Hello, hi.
Welcome back. Before we start, have you had any rest? Like maybe you need to go to the classroom or you have to.
So far, okay. You guys need break or not? No, eh?
Yes, yes. Okay. Okay.
So we heard from Top Fresh that that Fertifis is curious about how much
Additional.
not additional cost, but the construction of the tank,
Ah,
the
okay.
reparation of the tank.
Just now you are concerned about how much about the cost of the construction of the tank, soil structure. Remember?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
You will need to talk to them. Okay. They come up with the figures 200K. Ringgit Malaysia, 200K, 100,000.
100,000 ringgit Malaysia.
200,000.
Okay, so just one, you have to say something.
And they asked for the certification system to be repaired by 30 fees, and they want also guarantees that such thing would not happen again in the future.
They want the guarantee for not happening again with the tanks. Since they're claiming that you are an expert in
On
the
this method.
fertigation system and maintaining the tanks fertigation system, everything. So we asked them they need 200K from you. Right?
How would you
What say you?
what's your response?
200K is exclude the reparation of soil and the construction, or how?
Right. I forget to tell you this. Actually, we have a conference with orang asli. When they reduce the amount from 7.5 to 7 million,
Okay.
many times. Are those figures including what? They said they include medical bill, they include the future loss expenses, that include, I think it's clear already, all the reparation of the land including in the 7 millions. So I don't think you have to, what we understand that there's no any additional cost for the reparation of the soil, damaged soil, and there's no additional cost. There's no additional cost from the orang asli, but only a top fresh will request you to pay them 200K for the damage of the tank purification system.
Yeah, only for the damage.
Only for the top fresh only claim you 200K for the damage of the tank.
Oh.
The payment of 200K comes with a condition or without a condition?
I don't think there's no condition.
Yeah, I think
there's no
they
condition.
didn't say any condition, but they would like to ask for the payment of the for the reparation of the the fertilizer tank for 200,000 ringgit. ringgit Malaysia, 200,000 ringgit Malaysia. And as far as we know, they didn't ask any condition apart from ferty fees, burden to the reconstruction of the leak of the leaky fertilizer plant.
200,000 from 7 million, is it?
No, this is inclusive. This is different from the settlement from the orang asli.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
So what is should be the reparation of the fertigation system tank? Top Fresh want us to pay 200K for the reparation of tank. Xie Vie.
Okay, I
Yes.
see.
And Top Fresh doesn't talk about the cost of replanting the permanent tree and
No,
repair the soil structure, isn't it?
Will be burden to the orang asli, right?
that one the cost already included in the 3.5 million.
Oh, okay. So Top Fresh will pay for will only pay for 3.5 million
To orang asli.
to orang asli, and then meanwhile Top Fresh will request for 200K from us to repair for the tank.
Correct.
Is it correct? Okay. And then one more, just now you say that Top Fresh want us to sign a grantee to mention that we will not repeat the leakage issue again for the tank, isn't it?
Yes. But
Sign a grantee is too over lah. because because my client just now already mentioned that there's some external factor which is force majeure effect, which we have not control on that particular external
And the
factor.
there is them also. The landslide happened because of their farming process.
Activities.
How they farm, whether the farming activities adhered to the laws and regulations. Maybe the farming that they did didn't adhere to the law and regulations. That's why the landslide happened.
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
I think we can't provide any guarantee on that because it depends on them also.
okay, I see that we have reached a conundrum here, where Top Fresh as will not happen, but we have to take into account that these demands, petty fees also faces difficulties in satisfying this demand from Top Fresh, which how about the unforeseeable problems like Danny just said, like what about the force majeure that it's beyond ferty fees control. Okay, I get that. I would say I'm not here to make a decision, but I'm here just to generate options. I would like to advise to Fertifi to offer Top Fresh to what extent Fertifi would bear the liability had anything happens with the tree in the future. Because for me, this is a sustainable solution between Fertifi and Top Fresh. And what I'm meaning is what I meant was if one liability is just a burden to a party, 100%, it would not be a sustainable solution. And but the choice is up to you. I'm just saying that we could find another way in which how far is Fertifi willing to accept liability had any problems occur with the fertilization system?
Danny, is there any problem if we pay the 200,000?
200,000. Yeah, we can actually I can suggest to you that we can pay for the 200,000, just that the grantee is too over lah. How can we guarantee that there will not be any leakage from the tank because of those external factor like landslides to which we have no control, or any other force majeure effect which is really beyond our control.
So you said that you cannot bear the burden of anything that beyond your control.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I would say that in joint session with you and Top Fresh, you will be able to agree to what extent both of Top Fresh and Fertifi would willing to bear the burden of anything had anything happens with the fertigation system. So both Fertifi and Top would continue to benefit from the business relationship uh, like which have started earlier. So I think I would suggest for Fatty Fee and Top Fresh to, um, to discuss and how to what extent that Fatty Fee would accept liability had anything uh, happen to the fertigation type, let's say in the future after 30 piece problem, there's no leakage, but let's say leakage happens again in the future. And what I'm trying to say here is how much, to what extent that 30 fees is willing to accept the liability and into a more narrow way of thinking, such as um, party fees would be responsible had any problem arises from, let's say, ferty fees actually giving a maintenance procedure to Top Fresh. And if Top Fresh is not abiding the maintenance procedure and then problem arises out of it, then effectively it cannot be held liable for uh, any damages that result. That's my options to be able for.
Okay. Xie Vie, how about we do maintenance for the tank?
Yes, we
Top
can
Fresh.
do maintenance for the tank. That is no problem. But the problem with the guarantee is I'm worried that they are practicing a
Yeah. Actually, I'm not suggesting you to sign for the grantee, but I can suggest you to do the maintenance on the tank. Maybe annually, do the maintenance annually on the tank.
But what if they insist on getting the look and dust? Do they insist on we signing the guarantee?
Oh, this is what I meant. So they need guarantee, right? And I'm generating options for you to make guarantee happens. Like, but it shouldn't be in form of material. Like it doesn't have to be in form of money. But let's say the guarantee could be in the form of only authorized personnel from petty fees could only perform maintenance, or maybe a certified and authorized third party by 30 fee could only do repairs and maintenance. Hence, the fertigation system is up and running with 30 feet standard. So what I'm trying to say is this is to save 30 feet public relations in the future, because remembering that 30 feet is renowned in a Southeast Asian level. So I think this is very important to you. Like Top Fresh wanted guarantee. Okay, you can provide the guarantee. I'm just saying that you can provide guarantee like that. Right? Maybe only Top Fresh personnel. My apologies. Maybe only 50 piece personnel could uh, maintain and operates the fertigation system, perhaps just to make sure that everything is in 30 feet standard, because what do you
Okay,
think?
I understand the first concern, and you feel there's the concern. I think you feel afraid to give guarantee because the external factors might be the main, maybe the external factors might be the main cause to the default of the tank. But maybe what they mean what they mean about guarantee, I think maybe but because of the landslide or any other external factors. But I think maybe the quality of the product. Maybe you can guarantee them about the quality of the product, and then make it clear that is there any external factors that beyond your control, that you can't do anything. I think that maybe you can explain to them so that they have a clear uh, you what you propose to them. If you think your product is good enough to maintain, maybe you make a guarantee for future about the quality of the product. I think they do understand what the context of the guarantee here.
What do you think, Danny?
Still think that we cannot cite the kind of guarantee, but we can provide annual maintenance to the fertigation system tank. But for the annual maintenance, right? The cost for the maintenance, I would like to suggest that Fertiv and Top Fresh will bear for the cost equally for the maintenance cost.
You want a
How
maintenance
do you think? Pardon?
Will be no problem. But we won't sign the letter of guarantee, is it?
Yes, because the kind of guarantee is too over lah.
But if I think do you think there is any causes if we like sign with the condition that they they didn't practice the poor farming practices, and we won't cover any external issues.
External issues.
Okay.
Maybe
If insist lah on signing the letter of guarantee.
Or perhaps we just discuss with Top Fresh about the annual maintenance. And then if they reject the SAM, then we just agree to sign the letter of guarantee with the condition that any force majeure issue as well as the external factors will not be covered.
Yes, correct.
To which we will not guarantee on the SAM lah. If there's any leakage issue again on the tank.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, this is our proposition.
Okay, thank you. I just heard from Danny that if the maintenance is not accepted by first, then you
Maintenance option.
maintenance option.
Yes.
You would see the force majeure issues and external factors. Maybe before the joint session starts, then CP could discuss in short what constitutes as force majeure, right? So
First,
yeah,
first major
maybe
issue.
constitutes them. So it's here on the top fresh slide. Uh, what constitute as external issues? What constitutes as force measures? So they are know that creativity is not trying to trying to run away from problems, but rather being uh, responsible and being rational about the things because because of this. So yeah, I would say that uh, the, the joint session would start at I will say is uh, 5 minutes to five enough for you to discuss.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
Right,
Sure.
so the joint session will start at 4:55.
55. Okay.
Thank you. One last thing. Do we have your consent to share this with the parties?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Xie Vie,
Yes.
what is the external issues? Oh, we just come out from the caucus, then we have our own internal meeting.
I'm not sure, but they say that now is the rest of our internal meeting.
Internal meeting, it should be.
Internal meeting actually. Okay.
Internal meeting.
So they are recording us. Is it?
Oh, I guess so.
Internal meeting is not included in the hours, right?
Oh yeah. The internal meetings is not included in the 3 hours. Okay. Then we just go off first.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you generate from can you generate on other room?
Generate from other room.
The team, Microsoft Team.
The what? Sorry, come again.
Microsoft Team.
Microsoft
Team.
No. So we are going to record one session.
I'm sorry to interrupt. You don't have to record this session because this is your personal deliberation between Fertifi CEO and lawyer. So this is purely confidential, and you may use this room to discuss, and whatever you say from this point to end, we will not discuss it with other parties because this is purely your intention, and you may use this room.
Oh, okay. Then we will use this room lah. Okay. So then we discuss here lah. What are the external issues that come to your mind?
External issues are like landslide, the maybe
Normal farming activities lah.
yes, and then one of my concern is they are practicing poor farming activities that make happen.
Yeah.
So my concern is they should practice a correct farming process activities.
Or use correct farming process lah.
Yes, abide by
Okay.
the law and regulations, because I don't know how the farming process that they practice, but if the soil has been degraded, then it means there is something that caused the landslide from their farming process.
Oh, okay. In line with the normal standard. And also, I'm kind of suspecting that Top Fresh use too much chemical fertilizer on the vegetables, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, correct. It's
Yeah,
totally great
they may cause the
to move.
yard to have their own chemicals fertilizers.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, use too much chemical substance lah. Okay, which is not according to the standard of Malaysian agricultural guideline.
Yes.
Cultural guideline, whatever. Okay. Okay. Any external issues?
Any other? I don't think there is any other. Unforeseen circumstances is in force majeure, right?
Yeah, force majeure.
This is force majeure for that, and the 200K we can pay, right?
Yes, 200K we can pay.
Yeah, okay.
They already know about 3.5 million. No. They will pay for 3.5 million, right? So that means half of the demand of orang asli. Okay, then we will we also pay for 3.5 million. Then we add up for the 200K we pay to Top Fresh, and also okay lah. Just now we already informed Look and Darts that if the annual maintenance proposition they don't want to accept, then we just sign the letter of guarantee with if the following conditions, like the external issues and the force majeure issue will not be included, will not be covered.
Yes,
Which
correct.
we will not guarantee on that lah.
Yes, correct. And that provided that they practice correct farming
activities lah.
Yes.
Farming activities in process. Okay.
So what can we, if they not willing to accept the letter of guarantee, you will pay for the 200,000, right?
Yes, correct.
100,000. We will pay for it.
Okay, so rest assured that anything you discuss with CEO, lawyers, statement will not be discussed. So whatever you say earlier is confidential. And if you find that we broke our neutrality or we are favoring other parties, you may stop us and you may leave the session as you wish.
I believe it's the last focus session. Before we're going back to joint session. I just want to summarize so that you can. I read the summary again, and then you confirm whether this is what you have from your option. Yeah. All right. Tasik orang asli claim 7.5 billion, and they're agreeable to reduce to 7 million, and you are willing to pay half together with Top Fresh is 3.5 million together with 200K demanded by Fresh for the damage of the fertigation system vegetable tank together with the annual maintenance. Right? So if they fail to agree with the annual maintenance, you are to You are
Sorry, just to add on, for the annual maintenance, right? The maintenance cost is to be equally borne by Top Fresh and Fertivi equally, because for the annual maintenance, this of course will incur expenses on the maintenance lah. For the annual maintenance cost is to be borne by Fertivi and Top Fresh equally.
okay.
Mm.
Meaning, the annual maintenance cost will be borne together equally between Top Fresh and Bird TV, yeah?
Yes, yes.
If they are not agreeable to the annual maintenance, you are going to sign a letter of guarantee to space, and then you are going to put the force measure and external factors not to be attributable to you.
Yes.
All right, and the force major or external factors, you will be specify it as a landslide for farming activities and chemical by them. Yeah.
Mm,
Correct.
Okay.
correct.
That's all from you. That is
Yes.
proposed.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to go back to joint session. So we will see.
All right. So, okay, thank you. And please wait. All right. Thank you all for waiting. Thank you all for your patience. We are nearing to the end of our mediation session. Hopefully, we are going to start our caucus. I mean, joint session. I may ask for Dato Longah okay. Thank you so much. Just before we start, if any of us shows any prejudice or act or in favor of any of the parties, please let us know. And if you wish for the uh, session to stop, just tell us. Our neutrality is important, and sometimes we forgot that we are in a mediation session. So if you feel like maybe one of us is not acting impartial, you may remind us and hey, you are not being so. Okay. After that, my co-mediators would like to summarize a short summarize before we start the joint session, please.
Okay. Just what our Mr. Das mentioned just now, the caucus session of every party might have a stated different duration of time. So that does not mean there is any favoritism element there, because we just want to find out the best solution as we can. Yeah. So there's nothing to do with any favoritism. All right. What we are heading to the right direction now. Before that, I believe all the parties are here. Before I go into detail, I just want to make it clear about what we have from our all caucus sessions. I want to summarize from the Orang Asli first. All right. The outcome that we have from caucus session with Orang Asli, what we understand, what they have proposed, they reduced the claim from 7.5 million to 7 million. That one including medical bill, the cost of reparation of the land, the future solution or the future reparation of the land, and the loss of
And also, the economic loss.
the economic loss. Yeah, they want including everything. Dr. Ponga, can I have your verification? Correct, yeah? All right, thank you. Let's want to go to top fresh veg corporation. What we have our discussion in focus session just now. Top fresh demand from Verti V that they want the Verti V to pay the settlements 50-50, and then Top Fresh also requested additional 200,000 ringgit Malaysia for the Verti repair the construction cost on the fertigation system tank, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And then Top Fresh also demand the guarantee for not for future trouble, future loss, future damage on the tank, correct? You want the guarantee for not having the same problem on the tanks, yeah, in future. All right. What we have discussed from Verti B, they are willing to pay the half of the settlement demand by Orang Asli, which is 3.5 million, and Verti B also agreeable to pay 200,000 as for their fertigation system tanks damage. And in response to the request of the Top Fresh of having a guarantee for the future damage of the tanks, VerTV agree to offer annual maintenance, but the cost of the annual maintenance will be shared together equally with Top Fresh. And in the event of there's no consent about the annual maintenance, so VerTV agreed to sign a letter of guarantee and will specify the force majeure and external factors to be the factors not under their responsibility. Correct, yeah? Is, for example, landslide, poor farming activities and chemical.
Yes.
And that, yeah? All right. So,
yeah, I think with the bulk of the bulk of the dispute have been presented on the table. Now it is wise for us to know what are the parties' opinion from the of the offer. Let's start with Top Fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. So Top Fresh. In this, who will be in the position of decision making?
Can I talk to my lawyer, Dean, first?
Oh, sure. I will put you in the waiting room with your lawyer.
Okay.
Okay. I think they will ask us to admit all of them. Hey, do we have anything to say for us? I think we will just remove.
Hi, Dato Longah. Dato Longah. All right, Dato Longah. Can you okay, may I have a word from you regarding the summary just now? That the summary that we read reflect what you want is actually.
Yeah. Okay. I heard that it's gonna be paid. The 7 million is gonna be paid by TV and also Top Fresh in collaboration together. So I have no issues on that part for my community. So I think we are okay as long as the 7 million is there. So there's as long as, because we have as I said earlier, our issue is with Top Fresh. So if let's say Top Fresh is collaborating with TV to pay the 7 million, I think we are all good. So as I said earlier again, we are here to settle with open mind negotiation. We are okay with it. So we are actually happy that the Top Fresh and also TV are coming together to settle our problem with us. So we have no further issues, and I hope there's also a personal request to Top Fresh. Since Top Fresh is not here, maybe in future, since they are also doing something to do with agriculture, we as our community also doing agriculture, maybe we can think about sustainable ways of taking care of the land and soil for the future, you know. So instead of like, as I can see that Top Fresh is asking for letter of guarantee from TV as well, request, so that no future incidents like this occur. So at the same time, maybe me and my community can actually contribute in terms of helping Top Fresh and to come up with sustainable ways of making this agriculture process, and you know, helping everybody get what they need at the same time, you know, and it's also for the environment. And this is the heart of our community that we are talking about. So that's all I can say lah. I'm happy with the outcome, but hopefully, since Top Fresh is not at the room right now, maybe I hope is based on what the mediators like you guys mentioned earlier. I hope the compensation is finalized and we can just deal with this and get back to our jobs and everything. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato Longah. Actually, the parties from Top Fresh request for another caucus. So yeah, I will put you in the waiting room, and I will invite the Top Fresh first. And I would hope that after this, all of us could reach a resolution.
So please do mention what I said earlier. Maybe we can collaborate with Top Fresh for future collaboration in terms of sustainable environment. So we are willing to work with them as long as they are willing to compensate with us, or else we left with no choice but to take external measures like Chupah mentioned earlier. Yes, Chupah?
Can I clarify also with the on top of the 7 million compensation? Just now I heard something like annual maintenance the cost will be shared by both Top Fresh and TV as well, right? So this annual maintenance is on the land maintenance for us to repair the land?
No, actually the annual maintenance regarding on the fertigation system tanks owned by the Top Fresh.
So what are we getting in terms of repairing our soil? So I think Top
Right,
Fresh should
right.
take responsibility in help us repairing the soil as well. I understand we reduced the compensation from 7.5 to 7 million, but I think Top Fresh should take some responsibility in helping us recover from what they actually did.
Okay, I did ask you about 7 million including.
Yeah, I did, but I understand you did, but I also mentioned during the caucus that is it possible for them to we are willing to reduce as long as they can compensate
Correct.
additionally in terms of the work that we are doing.
In that
That's
case,
what.
we need to have another caucus again. You know what I mean? Because the
No, we are okay with this. We're just putting it here so that since you're gonna have a caucus with the Top Fresh,
Yeah.
maybe you should mention it now with them.
now you want to claim an additional cost for the future reparation of the soil from
It's not I mean, like we
Edit as-
mentioned in our caucus just now, right? For us to reduce 7.5 to 7, the additional terms and condition is that they will be helping us in repairing
Repair.
as well. Yeah.
all together. That
Yes, like not
Correct.
just like they just pay and then just leave. Like, how do we deal with this with our own? So we need them to aid us in terms of repairing the soil. That's what we requested for earlier during the caucus.
for repairing the soil, you want the Top Fresh to repair for you.
Yes.
In terms of assisting us to repair, like they won't be like simply like we know our land better, so we need them to assist us to recover the land. Yeah.
Does that include that one? You need that means you need cost or you need them to assist only.
We
They
need
commit lah.
For me, you want
Yeah,
to help you. Does not
correct.
any cost?
it's not in terms of their cost, it's their cost. We
They
are
have to
talking
bear
about
the cost, yeah. They have to bear the cost in actually committing to help us to repair the land.
Okay. So that one not in their knowledge yet.
Mm.
That 7 million is including everything. In that case, we will get back to you soon.
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you. Oh, so but take one, Top Fresh one, but TV to do that.
I think not for TV, but Top Fresh, right? Top Fresh want to.
Top Fresh,
They should. They should.
Top Fresh want to represent of the soil.
Top Fresh should bear the burden of.
But the Top Fresh already asked first.
Yeah.
Everyone the ability to pay to do that.
Okay, so.
But since we said 7 million including everything, so Top Fresh stop saying that.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need to make this clear for them. Okay. So, okay. Bob and Dean, is there anything you would like to say?
Just now they talk about the 50-50 maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you repeat that one again? I want to make it clear that one for that.
All right. The actually top Verti they want to offer you. Okay. They give you the guarantee. They offer you annual maintenance all the time. As a guarantee. But if you then and they want the cost of the maintenance to be paid by equally by both of you.
Yeah, by RTV and Top Fresh.
TV and Top Fresh. And then if you are not agree with that condition, they will sign a letter of guarantee. Guarantee. They will sign a letter of guarantee and will stipulate those measures and external factors not to be under their responsibility.
So to limit their liability.
They
I understand they want to limit the liability, but then the external factor included the structure of the land.
yes, meaning if the issue or landslide or poor farming activities or involve any chemical they don't want to be attributed to them.
Yeah, that's why they are offering you annual maintenance
Yes.
report so that they can be sure that your operation, Top Fresh operations, is within fair fee standards. Because
Okay, so initially the maintenance fees have to be borne by me whole sum. But since they want to make sure that this thing will not happen again, they are offering me for a maintenance, but maintenance need to bear by both party 50-50.
yes, correct. That is correct.
Dean,
This is
what do you
in
think?
addition to that. This is in addition to that 200K compensation, no compensation, the reparation of the fertilization system, right? Or is it included?
Oh, this is different from the so they are willing to pay for the 200,000 to rebuild the fertigation system, but this is they act in the honoring of the guarantee that Top Fresh uh Top Fresh request to Fertifi. So Fertifi is willingly they are willing to give guarantee in form of a annual
Annual
maintenance.
maintenance.
So
Okay. I understand already. They will say they will pay orang asli 3.5 million. Then they will pay me 200K to repair the fertigation system. Some more plus, they will offer me to bear the annual maintenance fees with me. Then the third one is to guarantee is to change is in the form to guarantee me. Am I right?
And the
To
late guarantee.
guarantee, yes.
They want
three things lah. They will give me three things. 3.5 to orang asli, 200K to me. Some more the maintenance fee, annual maintenance fee, we will bear it together.
right?
Yes,
All right, to make it clear, what I understand from what they offer, apart from 3.3 million to payable to the Tas Orang Asli Corporation and 200K they will pay to you for the reparation of the vegetation system tank. On top of that, they offer you annual maintenance. If you are unagreeable to that annual maintenance condition, they will offer you to sign a letter of guarantee, and then to escape themselves from the force measures and external factors not to be attributed to them.
yes.
So they are willing to share with me the annual maintenance fee provided I sign the letter for them. Am I right?
No. My apologies, but Bob, you have this wrong. So what Fertifees offer was, if you are willing to share the burden of maintenance between Top Fresh and Fertifees, they are willing to do it in condition of the cost will be shared among you, among Top Fresh and Fertifee. But if Top Fresh are not willing to pay for maintenance fee, and it be burdened all 100%.
Oh, okay, I understand. If I'm not willing to share the maintenance fee, then I need to sign a letter.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Dean? What do you think? Do you think that this is a good offer?
For me, when they escape liability, right, I think it's like it's they need to protect themselves also lah. It depends on your decision to
I understand basically.
the costing,
Because I think that I still need to pay annual fee no matter how.
exactly. So
Yeah, but now they are willing to maintain it for me, and then they're willing to bear the cost 50 for me, 50% of the maintenance fee. I think when they maintain my fertigation system annually, they will check what? They will check properly they can check the structure of the soil. So they say they check annually persistently, then I think this thing will not happen again. This is what I think lah. At least I can save 50% of annual maintenance, you know.
I agree. And then when we agree for them to bear the 50-50 maintenance cost, we can let them have the checking and everything. I think
Yeah.
it's a good deal. What do you think?
But then some more yeah. Okay, no problem.
Right. One more thing before we end the focus, Liew, what we have from the joint session, I think there another request from the Orang Asli. While you are away from the joint session, the Orang Asli actually want as for the replenishment of the soil, they want Top Fresh to take part. They want Top Fresh to assist them to repair their soil.
Topsoil, only the topsoil.
As if in the form of human resources or financial resources.
Nah, this is outside from the cost, I think. This is so they wanted
Cooperation.
because
Okay, no problem.
this is in line with their intention of future collaboration of sustainable farming, because they are aware that Top Fresh and Orang Asli farming land
Involved in agriculture.
You guys are neighbors, so Orang Asli said to me that I see a future with Top Fresh to collaborate and to expand the market to a more sustainable farming, because they are aware that people nowadays are more aware of the impacts of sustainable farming, and then especially to locally sourced produce. This will bring benefit that both to Top Fresh and Orang Asli. So if I'm not mistaken, Bob is willing to take part in the restoration of the topsoil, right?
I'm okay with that lah, but then I have to make it clear that my fertigation system will still run
Okay.
because that is my business, you know. I will still run it, but I'm willing to cooperate with Orang Asli to make sure a sustainable environment.
All right. That will be discussed later, because in the end of the day, when the soil is still polluted by the high amount of chemicals, it cannot be used both by Top Fresh and Fertig Soil. I mean by the Orang Asli. So it is best to put the concern of the restoration of the soil first. Then we can we can explore other opportunities.
Yeah, I believe that will benefit both parties because both of you situated adjacent to each other. So the best for the best interest of the soil, I think both parties can benefit from what you suggest. All right. Bob and Lynn.
Yes.
I propose lah, three parties, right? Orang Asli and also me, Top Fresh, and also Ferti to share all the costs between three parties. Is it okay?
What? Cost what?
Share, I mean, because just now you say, right, the Orang Asli want me to involve in
Preparation of the soil.
Yeah, so why not? Okay, I involve it, and then we just share the cost. Three parties share equally.
All right. Yeah, I think it will be best for Top Fresh and Orang Asli, because all of you operate on the same land. Yeah. So yeah, it would be nice your area to avoid further disputes. So you all of you are aware of the ground rules on how to operate on this land. Okay, I think we can get back to the joint session.
Okay.
Bob and Okay, I'm sorry. Uh,
How excited my face is.
no, you know,
Surprise something, yeah?
we are excited as well because finally we have reached a after many battles. Not battles, I mean, yeah, there was back and forth discussion, but finally we both of us could
All right.
reach a this could reach uh settlement. Just before we start for this settlement, I think it's best to all of the party to appoint one person to as the decision maker to make the time more so it's more efficient on time. We will not have to ask for each party agreement. So I would like for all of you to assign one person as the decision maker. Okay, raise your hand. So for top fresh, who will it be?
Bob as the CEO.
Oh, Bob from the CEO. Okay, so Bob would I will write it on the settlement agreement, and when it's finished, I will share it with you guys.
Okay.
This one is
Okay.
from orang asli. Who will it be?
It's me. It'll be me. Yes.
From Fair TV, who will it be? The decision maker. Okay, the CEO. All right. Okay, we cannot hear you, but I can see your.
That's me.
So, CC.
Okay, we just had a last focus session, I suppose. Okay, let me summarize what all the focus session and jam session before. All right, let me go to the first demand from the orang asli. All right, as orang asli mentioned before, initially they want 7.5 million, and then that would be including medical field, reparation of the land, cost, everything, loss of the economy and everything. Yeah. Then orang asli were able to reduce from 7.5 million to 7 million. Correct, Miss?
Yes. Yes.
And then Dato Longah also orang asli also claim that you want top price to assist you in the reparation of the soil in future. Yeah. Okay. For the top price, you claim out of 7 million, you want what we call verti. You want verti to pay half of the claim, yeah, 7 million, meaning each of you guys will have to pay 3.5 million. And you also claim you also want a guarantee from verti as for the damage of the fertigation system tanks, correct? All right, okay, that's what you claim from verti. And as for verti, your part also agree to pay half of 7 million, and you willing to pay to restore the top fresh additional demand 200K previous year, and you also offer annual maintenance. The cost will be bought together equally with top fresh, correct?
Yes, correct.
If they don't agree with the annual maintenance, you are going to put a guarantee to specify about the external factors and the force measures not to be attributed to you. Correct? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Uh, from the from the last focus we have with Top Fresh, in response to the claim by Tasik Jom Orang Asli regarding the one that assistance from the Fresh for the reparation of the soil, what we have the focus from with the Top Fresh, they want three parties to be involved in in the activities of preparation of the soil. Correct, yeah, Mr. Top Price, yeah? I think that is the last additional condition put forward by Top Fresh. I think since this a new included involved with uh, Verti B, what would you recount? What would you say about that? Are you agree with the last term included in the about put forward by Top Fresh because they want you to be involved in the activity of preparation of the soil together. I think what they mean is
Yeah, physical. All right.
contribution.
Let me contribute to Petifi. So
Yes.
Top Fresh proposition is
Yes.
to ask Petifi to join in force with Top Fresh and Orang Asli as well in
Yes.
Yes.
the reparation of the top layer soil of the uh, Orang Asli farmland.
Yes.
This is, I have spoken with Top Fresh CEO. This will be beneficial for the three of you because Fertifi, Top Fresh, and Orang Asli work on the same land in the.
Yes. We are agreeable. You are agreeable.
Yeah, okay, so
We prepare the soil together.
yeah, thank you for that. So we have reached another agreement as well. So is there anything you would like to
All
add?
right. So before we end our mediation session, I think what we can see here, three parties already safeguard your position in a good condition, whereby Tasik Jem Orang Asli, what I can see, you managed to get your cost in reparation of the damage done. And then for the Top Fresh Veg Corporation, I believe you can maintain your good reputation and then easy for you to make an application to have a export license. And as for the World TV, I think it's a good point for you because you managed to keep your image, your company image,
Government contract.
to get the to safeguard to preserve your government contract worth 10 millions. I think from what we have now, both three parties and all of you benefit something from this session. I'd like to thank to every one of you for your cooperation. Maybe we that's what to say something.
All right. This is just to conclude. After this, I would like to. I have sent email to each of the decision maker. I would like to have it to be signed. It can be signed physically or digitally, and I would like to receive the copies on Monday or as soon as possible. So I would like to reiterate that by signing this settlement agreement, you are all of the parties here are bound to this settlement agreement as a contract and will perform their duties as stipulated by the contract. And should there be any dispute arises from this settlement agreement, uh, we have not discussed about this yet. But is it possible that all of these parties would refer to look and dash again to mediate had any dispute risen in the future from the settlement? Okay, I get a nod from all of you, so that is a yes. I will I will make amendment. And yeah, thank you. With this out of touch from the court, all of you, especially Top Fresh and Fertifi's position, the public relation is really important right now because they are in a position where they would have a good public image. I think it's beneficial for Top Fresh, Fertifis, and also for Orang Asli. This will open many opportunities to Top Fresh and Fertifis to collaborate with Orang Asli and to develop any sustainable ways to for farmland in coexistence with the technology that Top Fresh and Fertifeast has to offer. I think that's conclude this mediation session for today. I'm Dars as the mediator signing off, and thank you for your participating today.
Yeah, I have that to
Bye.
say.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, before we left, can we take a picture? I will put this on as the thumbnail for our YouTube videos. So, what post should we do? Okay. All right. Is everyone in position? All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is for our YouTube thumbnail. The submission will be on December 8th. Okay.
I think most of us, everyone has sent in the internal meeting video into the WhatsApp, right? So I think what you need to do is you just copy all the links together with
Yes.
upload this video to the YouTube link. So you copy all the links and put in email and send it to Puan Rama lah. Yeah,
Guys, thank you so
I
much.
think that's all lah.
That's all.
Thank you so much, especially the mediators. I think it has been a long day for both of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of you have been like
Thank you,
keep talking,
mediator.
talking,
Please
right?
rest, everyone.
Thank you
Please
very much.
rest.
Yeah,
Drink some
for-
water, eat food, sleep.
especially the mediators, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's rest well.
Most of our time is spent in waiting room. For us, it's fine. I think for the mediators are like very tiring and
Running
it's a good.
By the way, mediator, sorry for being drama. I apologize. Yeah,
Yeah,
I apologize
apologize as
on
well.
behalf of Bob. Yeah, because I Bob had to be drama, so
We
sorry.
need to take time.
I
Sorry,
apologize on